Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter is so desperate for love that he will do anything to win it, thanks to Hope's manipulation. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan and Carter Walton are the show's newest and sexiest coupling. They intend to seize control of Forrester Creations and exact revenge on anybody who questioned them. Carter appears to be cooperating with Hope, who is obviously pulling the strings. Even still, Carter's best friend Ridge Forrester would be opposed, and their friendship would likely be ruined if he staged a coup on the corporation. Not to mention how Steffi Forrester responded to it all. So why is Carter complying with all of this? Does he truly have such a strong desire for love? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, is Carter Walton willing to do anything for love? Relationships have never been well for Carter. However, he did leave his future wife at the altar for Quinn Fuller, and she left town long after. Carter is frequently overworked, and maybe he's sick of it, even though he's usually the good guy. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope's manipulation, Carter's unwavering desire for love. He'd quickly discover that being the good guy isn't getting him what he wants, so why not start listening to Hope and doing what she wants? We worry that Hope is merely guiding Carter to use him for her small scheme, even if she is aware of what she is doing. We predict that Hope will leave Carter sooner than she picked him up, even if it works. Hope Logan is the most manipulative, according to B&B spoilers. The fact that Hope and Thomas Forrester are equally manipulative may be the reason why so many fans only want them together. The fact that Hope and Thomas are equally insane and cunning may be the reason they get along so well. They resemble Harley Quinn and the Joker. A dynamic manipulative pair. Carter is belted up and the first loopy-loop is approaching, but he is unaware of the trip for which he has a ticket. He will either understand that Hope has been manipulating him for her own benefit, or he will fully change and abandon his nice guy persona. Then what does he do? Will he take revenge or leave it alone? What are your thoughts? If Hope and Carter are hired, will they truly do well? Finn and Steffi dig a deeper hole. Steffi Forrester and her husband, Dr. John Finnegan, have had numerous opportunities to take back their charges against Hope Logan on The Bold and the Beautiful this week. However, Hope is being crucified by the devoted husband and wife, who are not changing their minds. The truth about Hope and Carter Walton will eventually surface, and they will need to provide some explanation. Here are the next events on B&B. Be prepared for spoilers. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn Finnegan is unconvinced. This week, several members of Team Hope have cornered Dr. Finn, but it appears that little progress is being made with Steffi's devoted husband. Finn is forced to keep to his tail at this point, even if he knew they were mistaken about Hope attempting to woo him. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi and Finn discover more. Both Hope Logan's parents have attempted, but failed, to reason with Finn when Steffi Forrester wasn't accompanied. Deacon Sharp and Brooke Logan were convinced by Finn that Hope was lurking in her panties, ready to jump on him and attempt to have sex. According to B&B spoilers, even Ridge Forrester met with Finn in secret at one time and questioned him if he was sure about what had happened, and the good doctor remained true to his account. Steffi Forrester has gone rogue, according to B&B spoilers. Steffi Forrester, a beloved character on The Bold and the Beautiful, has gone rogue. Hope Logan would never listen to a plausible explanation for what she did, even if it existed. When the identity of Hope's true lover is discovered, Steffi's decision to fire Hope for the future will undoubtedly come back to haunt her. Everyone at Forrester will realize that Steffi and Finn are mistaken once they find out that Carter and Hope are dating. Do you believe Steffi will take back the harm she has caused and eat crow, or will she continue to tell her story even if it is obviously false? Will Finn sink along with his wife's ship? Forrester's unprepared for deceit, Carter and Hope are dreaming. Carter and Hope in Dreamland, unprepared for deception. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Carter Walton is trying to pretend to be someone else. Logan has nothing to lose, but her new guy does, so I hope she's okay with it. Ridge Forrester's best friend is Carter. Eric Forrester, a co-founder of Forrester Creations, views him as family. trust was the foundation for the chief operating officer, legal counsel, and board members' success. Everything Carter has ever done for FC is being violated. Elevated by Hope's smile and kisses, he believes that unless he takes charge and implements his plan for the future, the business will eventually fail. Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful, it's real to talk about being misguided. Not long ago, Carter made a proposal to the senior management. Although Carter is not a Forrester, it should be mentioned that he is one of the elite at this renowned design brand. It is incorrect to advise Hope that they only need the signatures of Ridge and Steffi Forrester Finnegan on his legally licensed corporation paperwork. He understands that they would never intentionally give him authority over their family business. Carter therefore plans to intentionally lie. Viewers must be expecting legal action against him as a result of the inferno he foresaw. It's also a good, soapy bet to project him following Hope in the ranks of the unemployed. B&B spoilers, I hope Logan is currently in love with Mr. Hope is infatuated with Carter. The fact that a handsome man has promised to love her makes her feel complimented. She gave him the same response, but it's unclear what kind of affection Hope harbors for him. The two individuals are drawn to one another. However, Hope is still dealing with Thomas Forrester's announcement that he is engaged to Paris Buckingham and that he will be traveling to Europe with her and their adoptive son, Douglas Forrester. Carter thus made his affections for Hope known at the appropriate moment. Additionally, Carter became her next Mr. Right now after the misinterpretation fell on John Finnegan in the design office. Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful, the Forrester family will come together. Ridge is attempting to find flexibility by speaking with Finn. He thinks Finn may have misunderstood Hope's intentions and wants to please Brooke Logan. Ridge will be safe if that is the case. Otherwise, he's going to end up in a tangle with his extended family. If Carter does, Ridge, Steffi, and their Forrester relatives will blow out. They cannot allow him to take over the business. Thus, a judicial battle appears to be unavoidable. Carter will lose his career at FC, his best buddy, and his reputation if the Forresters win. That might not be the end of this plot, though. Carter, Hope, and others might come across a business that satisfies St. Victor's character's concept for the brand destination. Therefore, this may seem a brief excursion during the day, but it is actually the beginning of a longer and far more intense thrill journey. Steffi is doubting Carter's allegiance. Steffi inquires about Carter's allegiance. According to spoilers for the bold and the beautiful, Steffi Forrester is still doubting Carter Walton's allegiance. Steffi thinks that Hope Logan has somehow entered Carter's thoughts. Steffi is unaware that Carter is the one who is after her. Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful, I hope Logan didn't initiate this romance. Hope Logan was not responsible for this new romance, according to spoilers for the bold and the beautiful. When Carter began flirting with Hope, she was genuinely taken aback. Because they had both had enough of office romances, Hope and Carter even resolved to just be friends rather than risk any problems at work. Hope and Carter didn't want to start dating and end up in hot water with their bosses. Carter's position as COO and Hope's employment at Forrester would have made their relationship unwise. Carter is infatuated with Hope and is allowing his feelings to rule him even though he knew this was a horrible choice. Carter Walton is pushing things too far, according to B&B spoilers. Hope's line was struggling, therefore Carter was the one who wanted to shut it down. But when Carter wanted the line cancelled, Steffi continued it. But Steffi also issued an ultimatum to Hope. Hope was told by Steffi to avoid John Finnegan at all costs. Hope's line ended because of her accident. Carter fails to recognize that he is acting completely unreasonably because of his own feelings. Carter is acting in this way because he is unable to demand anything from his supervisors. It is obvious that Carter does not have Forrester's best interests in mind. Is it possible to undo the harm already done, or will Carter exacerbate the situation? Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful, is Steffi Forrester suspicious? Because of Carter's recent behavior, Steffi doesn't trust him. Steffi is unaware of Carter's ambitious plan, which stems from his belief that Hope and her family should receive justice. Carter intends to make amends immediately since he believes the Logans have consistently received the short end of the stick. Will Carter's documents for the LLC be closely examined by Steffi, or will she be aware of what Carter has done before they can be recorded? Before the end of the day, could Carter have everything in his name? If Carter takes over as CEO of Forrester Creations, will he be able to keep Hope's job? #### Brooke's eavesdropper shock. Taylor's interruptions save Carter's plan. When Taylor Hayes unintentionally steps in at a crucial juncture to save Carter Walton's ambitious plan from collapsing, the high-stakes drama at Forrester Creations takes an unexpected turn. A potentially disastrous eavesdropping session results from Brooke Logan's tendency to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here are the most recent developments. ### Carter's dangerous bed ***. Ever the thinker, Carter Walton is about to sign a clandestine agreement with Hope Logan that will subtly change the balance of power at Forrester Creations. Their strategy, which depends on taking advantage of a little-known provision in the business's bylaws, would allow them to have unheard-of control over the future course of the brand. Their timing is far from ideal, though. Already wary due to past encounters with Carter, Brooke Logan is resolved to find out what he is concealing. Carter and Hope talk about the last details of their plan in a private office. As they complete documents and iron out last-minute issues, their low tones indicate urgency. When Brooke noticed Carter's strange conduct earlier in the day, she followed him without telling anyone. She stands just outside the door, listening intently to everything that is said. Tension is evident as Carter and Hope's conversation gets more heated. Carter reassures Hope with his customary assurance as she worries about the possible consequences if they are discovered. Disaster is imminent until Taylor Hayes shows there. While traveling to see Ridge, Taylor inadvertently interferes with Brooke's secret mission. As soon as she notices Brooke hovering close to the office door, she starts to wonder what she's up to. "Brooke, what are you doing? Eavesdropping again? You know how this always backfires on you." Brooke, who is shocked, attempts to act calm and says she was just passing. However, Carter observes the noise outside and is sufficiently alerted by Taylor's interruption. Carter seizes the moment and swiftly changes the subject with Hope to something trivial so that even if Brooke were to overhear anything, it would appear to be unimportant. Even after Taylor shows up, Brooke is still certain that something is wrong. She later confronts Taylor and charges her with meddling during a pivotal time. Brooke's accusation is as follows. "You always manage to show up when someone's trying to get to the truth. I was this close to figuring out what Carter and Hope are up to." Taylor's rebuttal. "Maybe because you're always looking for drama, Brooke. Have you ever thought that not everything is about you?" Taylor becomes suspicious of Brooke's intentions after the heated encounter, while Brooke becomes even more determined to find out Carter's plans. Brooke is unmoved by Taylor's best efforts, which creates the possibility of more conflict. ### Carter gets back together. Carter is appreciative of Taylor's prompt interruption and quickly reorganizes. He urges Hope to steer clear of any needless risks and highlights the necessity of increased security and secrecy going forward. This is the Carter to Hope. "We can't afford another close call like this. From now on, every move we make has to be airtight. Brooke's too clever to let this go." Hope starts to wonder if the danger is worth it because she is caught between her commitment to Carter's mission and her mother. Her anxiety is reduced by Carter's promises, but the near miss serves as a sobering reminder of the risks they are facing. In the meantime, Taylor talks to Ridge about the situation after meeting Brooke. She conveys her worries about Brooke's actions, seeing them as just another instance of her incapacity to relinquish control. Taylor's message to Ridge. Brooke was lurking outside that office like she was auditioning for a spy thriller. Whatever she's after, it can't be good for the company, or for you. Ridge takes Taylor's advice to heart because he is already feeling the pressure of the continuous power struggles at Forrester Creations. Although he is hesitant to speak with Brooke face-to-face, he starts to perceive her behavior as potentially unstable, which strengthens his resolve to bring the family back into harmony. Brooke doesn't let the setback deter him. Although Taylor may have lost out on important information because of her interruption, it also confirms her suspicion that Carter and Hope are concealing something important. Resolved to defend Forrester Creations and demonstrate her power, Brooke comes up with a fresh plan, using her connections inside the organization to unearth the truth. If they think they can keep me in the dark, they're in for a surprise. This isn't over, not by a long shot. Taylor's well-intentioned involvement has unintentionally increased the stakes for all parties. With her suspicions strengthened, Brooke is now more committed than ever to exposing Carter and Hope. Carter increases his attempts to stay ahead of the game since he is aware of the growing scrutiny. Ridge, meantime, is torn between Brooke and Taylor, two independent-minded women who are each pressuring him in different directions. 1. What Carter will do next. Carter concentrates on limiting the harm, strengthening his network, and making sure that no more leaks endanger his goals. 2. The conflict of Hope *. Hope battles her conflicting allegiances and feels pressured to choose between her career goals and her mother. 3. The Brooke campaign. Because of her unrelenting search for the truth, Brooke is at odds with almost everyone, which further isolates her but fortifies her resolve. 4. Taylor's function. Taylor is positioned as both an ally and a foil in the developing drama as a result of her unexpected engagement, which adds another level of complication. Carter and Hope must negotiate a more perilous terrain where one mistake might mean catastrophe as Brooke steps up her efforts. Ridge, meanwhile, is under increasing pressure to act decisively, which forces him to face the widening gap in his family. An enormous battle that has the potential to permanently alter Forrester Creations' trajectory is about to take place. Ridge is warned by Brooke of a hostile takeover. Brooke Logan pieces together a startling revelation in a stunning turn of events that rocks the foundations of Forrester Creations. A hostile takeover is possibly in the works. Determined to preserve the legacy of the fashion enterprise they have created together, Brooke quickly confronts Ridge Forrester after gaining her concerns. #The finding. Her greatest strength has always been her intuition, and recent occurrences have made Brooke more vigilant. Through overheard discussions, Carter Walton's growing secrecy, and Hope's strange friendships, Brooke starts to suspect a concerted attempt to take control of Forrester Creations from its legitimate owners. Her discovery of incriminating documents left in Carter's office, which allude to power struggles beyond ordinary business decisions, is the last straw. The internal monologue of Brooke. This isn't just about ambition. Someone's trying to dismantle the very foundation of this family's legacy, and I won't let it happen. The confrontation ###. Ridge is caught off guard when Brooke bursts into his office with paperwork in hand, distracted by his own struggles between family and business. Her look is a mixture of worry and rage, and her tone is urgent. Brooke *. Ridge, you need to listen to me. There's something happening under your nose, and if you don't act now, it might be too late. Ridge tries to calm Brooke down after being shocked by her ferocity, but she remains unyielding. Ridge *. Brooke, what are you talking about? What's this all about? Brooke *. Carter and Hope. They're planning something, and I think it's bigger than either of us realized. I found these. She shoves the papers onto his desk. Ridge's expression changes from bewilderment to alarm as he looks over the documents. Plans that could weaken the organization's leadership structure and concentrate power in unexpected hands are suggested in the documents. At first, Ridge finds it difficult to accept what he is witnessing. Hope, Brooke's own daughter, and Carter, his trusted COO, appear to be unexpected partners in such a daring plot. But it's difficult to ignore the evidence in front of him. Ridge *. This can't be right. Hope would never do something like this. And Carter? He's been loyal for years. Brooke *. That's what they want you to think. But think about it, Ridge. Carter's been acting strange lately, and Hope's been distancing herself from me. They're working together, and whatever they're planning, it's not in the company's best interest, or yours. Ridge starts to make connections, remembering instances where Hope appeared abnormally protective and recent decisions Carter made without seeking his input. Doubt begins to appear. Brooke lists the possible repercussions of doing nothing. Ridge and Steffi would be marginalized in the business they have devoted their lives to creating if Carter and Hope's intentions are successful in taking over Forrester Creations. Both personally and professionally, the betrayal would be disastrous. Brooke *. This isn't just about the business, Ridge. It's about the family. If we let them get away with this, it'll tear everything apart. Ridge *. I won't let that happen. But we need proof, concrete proof, before we make any moves. If we're wrong, the fallout could be just as bad. ###warning of Brooke. Brooke is adamant that urgent action is required despite Ridge's reservations. She cautions him that if he hesitates, Carter and Hope might be able to hide their identities and further their plans. Brooke *. You can't afford to wait, Ridge. We need to be one step ahead of them. If you don't act now, you'll lose everything. Torn between his intuition and Brooke's haste, Ridge consents to look into the topic more but demands that it remain private. He is aware that a public altercation without substantial proof could have disastrous results. ### what Brooke will do next. Unwilling to watch helplessly, Brooke makes the independent decision to learn more. She begins surreptitiously obtaining information, keeping an eye on Carter and Hope's actions through her contacts within the organization. Her objective is to find unquestionable proof that Ridge may use to face them and, if need, file a lawsuit. Brooke's determination is as follows. I won't let them destroy this family. If Ridge won't act, I will. ### the fallout. The stakes for all those involved rise as Brooke and Ridge negotiate this new crisis. Unaware of Brooke's concerns, Carter and Hope carry out their plans, thinking their secret would hold. Steffi Forrester, meantime, senses that something important is developing and is more cautious of the conflict between her father and Brooke. 1. The dilemma of the edge *. While managing his tense relationship with Brooke, Ridge must strike a balance between his duty to safeguard the business and his allegiance to Carter and Hope. 2. The Brooke campaign. In the event that her investigation is uncovered, Brooke runs the possibility of being exposed and facing criticism. 3. The goals of Carter and Hope are as follows. As gaps in their secrecy start to show, their alliance, which is based on trust and shared objectives, faces new difficulties. 4. The role of Steffi. Steffi becomes more involved in business matters as a result of her concerns, possibly working with Brooke to find the truth. ### next steps? The future of Forrester Creations is in jeopardy as hostilities escalate. Before it's too late, will Ridge and Brooke be able to foil Carter and Hope's schemes? Or would the success of the takeover be facilitated by their own disputes? The drama is far from done, that much is clear.